Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. In the last episode, we toppled the kingdom reigned by the tyrant known as Sumire, dropping her sick and demented ways of thinking of others straight back to wherever she manifested from after knocking out every last single thought left in her head completely out by dropping the giant bell in her room directly on her head, shattering any hopes she had of forcing Toshiro to marry her, but also leaving us with more questions than answers. Since, well, she told us that Toshiro isn't exactly the hero to the story, before fading away once and for all, leaving us with only one thing left to do: make our way towards the door behind her throne room, and find out what's behind the next door of our adventure, since I don't think we're going to be leaving the kingdoms. I really don't think we're going back to the real world. And the reason why I think that is because of the fact that we didn't have to take the treasure for the shadow. So there's no reason for us to leave this world, technically. Obviously, we're trying to escape the world that we're in, but I just don't think it's going to be a thing. I think this is going to be more of a tale like how in Persona 3 for the answer is where you were basically stuck inside the Tartarus the entire time. I'm going to say it's probably going to be around the same kind of idea, which is pretty interesting, honestly. Just because of strikers, you were able to leave the mementos in there. Obviously, Persona 5 Royal, you were able to leave. Persona 3's normal story, and then Persona 4 also had that, where you could leave it. But being trapped in it like the answer storyline in Persona 3 is actually pretty interesting. But, honestly, with that being said, let's actually load up our save. That is actually the save option. That could have been bad. But now it is we just need to load up our save and prepare for whatever comes next. Since, honestly, we got a free save after the fight and everything, so honestly, curious what this is going to lead to. Since, well, let's be honest, anything could possibly happen. We don't know.
Are we finally alone again?
Seemingly. Marie is definitely gone, though. She definitely faded off, so I don't think she's coming back. Curious what we're gonna deal with next, though. Honestly, though, because of that.
I think so. Boy, that was a way bigger commotion than I expected.
Yeah, poor Yusuke got ran over by a bunch of rebel troops, literally running into the building and got trampled, basically.
I told them I'm not a phantom thief, but they kept tossing me. Oh, so sick.
Poor Toshiro.
Alright, now that we've gotten some closure, it's probably a good time for us to head off.
Yeah, probably. Although exactly where we're going next, good question.
Indeed. Farewells are never easy, but we shouldn't pass up the opportunity to escape.
We really shouldn't, for sure.
It's too bad we didn't find out how this place affects the real world.
That is actually a good point. We have no idea what we just did with that shadow. We don't even know if it, causes a, just the fact of, if it causes a mental shutdown or anything like that by taking out the shadow either. Because, we literally can't leave, or at least for the current moment we don't know if we can leave or anything. But it's yeah, that would be very good information to know what we just did to Marie, and if it did affect anything. But maybe we'll find out later. You never know. We'll find out for sure in third person, I think. Just because I'm pretty sure they'll show her on the outside world again like they did in the beginning. But I guess we'll find out on that one.
Hopefully we'll get some answers when we get back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, hey! I found our ever-elusive door! Look, over there.
Should be directly behind the throne, from what we were told before.
The more I look at it, the more it strikes me. This is like the one we saw in LeBlanc.
Kind of, but it's more obviously, like, that it's not like just like a small little shine on the door. It's like the whole door is specifically themed this time round. That's interesting. Gold and black, though. Okay.
Then, does that mean home's on the other side of this door? That's an exciting thought, isn't it?
I highly doubt it. Would be good if it was, but I highly doubt it.
Can I... Is it really wise for me to go back?
I would think so.
Toshiro?
Plus, I'm pretty sure you want to go back home. Maybe if you are connected to something much more sinister, then yeah, I guess it would be bad for you to go back. But we don't know exactly if Marie's telling the truth, honestly. Plus, I guess it's fair also, we don't really know Toshiro too much. And Toshiro doesn't know himself too much. So, maybe he is a bad person, but we don't know that. We can't really judge him because we have no information on him, and from what we were told, he seems like a decent dude. And he acts like a decent dude, so who knows?
I'm sorry, I just can't help but dwell on Marie's last words.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Oh, you mean her rant about your crimes? She was just trying to twist the knife one last time.
Maybe. You never know.
That's certainly true, but...
But what, Toshiro?
If I'm truly a criminal, like Marie said, perhaps taking me back with you is actually a poor idea.
I would doubt it. We could just do a change of heart on you. You probably would do better with that, honestly, but you never know. I doubt we'd need to do one, though.
Well, if you can believe it, I've been in your shoes. I had a pretty serious bout of amnesia myself.
Which is very true, Morgana definitely did.
You did?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't know who I was or why I existed. I couldn't remember anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
I definitely know how much it can weigh down on you.
And also Joker did too, technically. With us, well, no, not really. I guess, because we were recalling the story, weren't we? But it felt like it, with how they kept, like, you know, going fast forward between time and past and stuff like that, and going back and forth between things. But, one of them was, with Akechi. Akechi kept getting, like, skipped over a lot. But that was also just because they didn't want us to know about Akechi too early. Because they found out about him a lot earlier than Akechi had really thought. Which was pretty funny. Because he got caught red-handed way too early. But, yeah, Morgana definitely, for sure.
But thanks to Joker and the Phantom Thieves, I was able to grow and move past that.
And also accept that you were a cat eventually.
And you can do the same thing too, now that you've got us.
True, true. Don't worry. Well, I'm ready to go. We won't abandon you. Yeah, we won't abandon you, buddy.
You said it.
Yep, you're coming with us no matter what happens.
No matter how you were in the real world, we'll always remember when you had our backs.
True. That is very true.
Plus, I already told you.
Oh yeah, Ryuji said if he does turn bad, we'll just change him back, right?
If you turn out rotten back home, we'll knock some sense into you, no matter how many slugs it takes.
Nonchalant about it. I wonder what Toshiro is gonna say about that one.
If you need it, I could lend a hand.
Yeah, she'll punch some sense back into you with her brass knuckles, buddy. Don't worry.
Well, now, I certainly hope it doesn't come to that. I've seen just what your hands can do.
Yeah, she's terrifying.
Thanks, everyone. I suppose I can hold my whining down until we're home.
Well, actually don't. I actually kind of like it when you do. It's kind of funny. Just because it makes his character more fun. It kind of reminds me of, like, Shaggy, almost. Like, Shaggy's seemingly smart in, like, Scooby-Doo, but because of how cowardly he is, it makes him a fun character, and that's why I like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. So he kind of reminds me of that. Not fully, obviously, but it just kind of reminds me of, like, how cowardice sometimes can make a character more likable because of it. Because, although, yes, he is a coward, he does have redeeming qualities that makes him that much better due to how his character is built.
I'll tag along for now, just to make sure you're getting home safely.
Well, you already kind of promised that, but thanks for reminding us.
Alright, here we go. Back to the real world.
I'm kind of curious what happens if she were to go to our world. Because, from what she said, she's from here, so what would happen? Would, like, the fabric of time kind of break if she were to break into the real world? That is kind of a good question, honestly. Or is she from the real world originally, and she just thinks she's from here? That is a good thing to question, honestly.
Hope you're all ready for this.
I think so.
You do the honors, Joker.
Okay, well, let's prepare to go inside the door then. Okay, it does look like we won't be leaving. So that confirms that one. Just because of how everything kind of ended in the First Kingdom, I really doubted we were going back. Interesting world, though. This kind of reminds me of the Edo period, kind of. Like, well, Japan, old Shingoku and stuff like that. Like, just those old periods of time where Imperial Japan, kind of like Warring Kingdom kind of times. Which is something that I've always been interested in. So this is actually really cool for, like, stylization-wise. One thing I'm noticing already is the thousands of eyes in the sky, which is a little worrying. And then the security cameras on top of the buildings, and then on top of the tower itself in the middle. Like, every building has an eye on it. Because inside this, well, I should say it more like the security cameras have eyes inside them. Which is interesting. So, theming-wise, something to do with security, or just in general, like, there's always going to be eyes on us, maybe? Or maybe they're worried about having the public eye on them? Something like that. Because we know that the wedding one was pretty obvious for her theming with Marie, so whoever we're dealing with next for our next tyrant is definitely around security or surveillance of some sorts. But also something to do with, like, old Japan, too, as well. Because that seems like it might be part of the theming as well. Like, maybe how... maybe they like more of the old ways, maybe? That would be an interesting thing. Let's, go and see what Morgana has to say first. I know it's not much, but we always re-listen to these if, I cut back in. Yeah, where exactly are we, indeed?
Huh? This isn't...
It's definitely not, the real world, that's for sure. But I saw that coming, though, for a little bit of time now, at this point.
Where the heck are we?
Very good question, Futaba.
How fascinating.
Oh yeah, Yusuke would love this. I completely forgot about that. It makes a lot of sense for him to like this, because he likes his artistic history and stuff like that, so This is definitely the perfect place for Yusuke. It does remind me of Yusuke's chapter, too. So, that's actually another thing to note.
The scenery resembles the Keiō era. Touch of the Genroku era's splendor. Quite the collage.
The Keiō and the Genroku era. Interesting. So, both of those mixed together. Okay.
Oh, I get it. So that door we went through led to Feudal Japan, right?
Ooh, okay. I like me some Feudal Japan. More for history. I've been really enjoying that one show, Shogun. That's been a lot of fun. But the thing is I've always been into stuff like that. Dynasty Warriors. Just anything that talks about that kind of stuff. Even the Pokemon one that came out a long time ago, Pokemon Conquest. I really liked all that stuff with learning about old Japanese history. It's always been something that I've been interested in, so it's always cool to see new stuff for, well, media in general and just stuff like that, because it kind of gives you a view into history as well in these games. Or just people that were or even creatures from their mythology and mix it into the realm of the story as well. So it's definitely pretty cool.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Hello? What's going on?
Good question on. Also, that's the first time I think we've seen that post.
I suppose this isn't the world you were talking about.
It definitely isn't.
No, doesn't seem like it. Our outfits haven't changed either.
Yep, that's also true. Also, notice that the Rebel Corps people are here as well, but with different hats. So these are different worldly beings, technically. And they kind of reminded me of little samurais, which was kind of cool. But yeah, it seems like they have a big part to these places as well. They're like Morgana in a way, a creature of the metaverse of sorts. But seemingly like Morgana, they're good. So it's kind of interesting what's really going on here.
Wait, Erina?
Well, she did say she was coming with us, Morgana. Did you forget? Did you follow us, or why are you here? Did you follow us?
Right after I sent you off, I decided to take a peek at your world.
Oh, well, I thought she said she was coming with us no matter what, just to make sure we got back here. But, okay. I guess I didn't realize she was gonna leave us there for a second there.
I had every intention of returning immediately.
Fair enough.
But then the light from the door surrounded me, and before I knew it, I was here.
Huh, okay. I'm guessing there's no way back. I'm guessing, because well, we haven't turned around, I guess, but I'm curious if we can go back to the previous area, or not.
And now the door is gone too. That was going to be my ticket back home.
Oh, that's interesting. So now she's locked out of her own home now. Weird, okay. I don't know how that's gonna affect Erina's story. That's interesting, though. So we cannot go back to Marie's kingdom. Or, well, Erina's home, as we should say, because technically it's not Marie's true lair, but it's basically tied to the tyrant, obviously, from what we know. But interesting. Huh.
Can you believe it?
Well, that's definitely not good for you if that is indeed your real home. Huh.
You're really something, aren't you?
Yeah, it's, fine. I guess, I don't know.
Well, what's done is done. It's not like we have any idea what's going on either.
Which is true.
That door was supposed to take us home, right?
Yeah, supposedly. Sorry, Toshiro.
Somehow we've gone from a strange world resembling Europe to a town that looks right out of Bakumatsu-era Japan?
Akumat. Okay, now they're saying a bunch of eras, so it's literally like a big mashup of different eras of Japan, then. Okay. Because Yusuke said 2 of them, now he's saying a 3rd one. Huh.
If there are any more inexplicable
Phone alarm?
What was that?
What was that? Yeah, what was that? It sounded like a phone alarm.
Hey, look over there!
Looking.
Now, we're pleased to announce our daily bulletin on Lord Yoshiki.
Lord Yoshiki. Also, that's our new Legionnaires 100%. So this has to be the Musketeers from the last one, but obviously they're going to be named differently. Curious if they'll have anything majorly different between them. But Lord Yoshiki is who we're dealing with now, seemingly, maybe.
Today, just like every day, Lord Yoshiki bestows his boundless love on us.
Okay.
Not a drop of love is spared in preparation for his lovely meet and greet, and an air of harmony spreads.
Uh-huh. Weird. You okay there, Toshiro?
And he's lost it.
Yep, he definitely has.
I've never seen someone short-circuit before.
He did say he was about to have a complete meltdown if things went, if anything else crazy happened.
I don't blame him. What was that weird broadcast about?
Very good question.
Everything just keeps getting weirder. It's no wonder we're confused.
Fair. Definitely fair.
It's as if these worlds are connected. But palaces don't work like that.
Yep, that's why we've been calling them kingdoms. Just because, obviously in Strikers we dealt with the prisons instead. Yeah, that is... I keep calling them prisons, because that's basically what they were. Like, palaces, prisons, and then, obviously, now we're dealing with kingdoms. So it's like, what happens next, now that we know that we're going to be forced to stay here? Honestly, is the real question. Just try and fight for survival, pretty much. Or, well, honestly, obviously, deal with each tyrant as we go, but it's like, I'm curious what this one's really going to be like compared to Marie. Well, we definitely need some info.
Yes, I agree. We'll start by investigating.
That's a very good idea.
Please stop.
Wait a minute. Another person like Erina? Maybe? Or at least a person that's in the world that's normal. That's interesting.
What was that?
A person that's definitely dealing with Legionnaires, which is not a good thing for her at all.
Hey, what? You dare to defy Lord Yoshiki?
Rude.
Like I said, I haven't done anything.
Well, obviously she hasn't. Or, well, seemingly hasn't. We know the Legionnaires aren't good people, so, I'm definitely going to say she probably hasn't.
Lies! Do you think I'm a fool?
Yep.
Please, let go of me. I didn't do anything.
Look, it seems like there's some trouble brewing over there.
Definitely, seemingly, yeah, for sure.
That woman's in trouble. We have to save her.
Or at least, stop the Legionnaires, at least.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop this at what?
Who the hell are you?
You probably wouldn't even know.
Just stay out of this.
Oh yeah? Why don't you just make me?
Yeah, you could try and make us. I'd like to see you try and make Ryuji.
Now hold on. We don't need any more trouble given our current situation.
It would give us a good idea of what we're really dealing with, honestly.
If you let me, I can resolve the situation peacefully.
I would doubt that.
You think so?
You could try.
It's called a civilized discussion among adults. Watch how it's done.
Well, they're not really adults, they're otherworldly beings, but yeah, you could try.
Hello there. My name is Toshiro Kasukabe. First, we should sit down and discuss.
Silence! Unless you prefer a beheading.
Yeah, I don't think you're talking to them, buddy. You want to let us do what we want to do then, instead?
And there you have it, folks.
First talk and then swing. Fair enough. Okay, at least we gave Toshiro the chance.
What exactly do we have?
Well, we could fight.
Hey, Toshiro, let's take this seriously, okay?
Yeah, probably good at this point.
Toshiro Kasumi. And his face.
Wait, they called him out by name. Interesting. So they know him here.
Hey, this man is a notorious criminal.
Criminal. Okay, like how he was kind of treated in Marie's world, because he was thrown in prison, although she was wanting to marry him for his power. Okay. Huh.
What in the world is all that ruckus?
Don't worry about it, Mr. Citizen.
Didn't they just say notorious criminal?
Yep.
He's a rebel who opposes Lord Yusuke. Seize him.
No, he doesn't. Unless maybe on the outside world he does.
Went from getting married to getting arrested, huh? What the hell's going on?
That's a good question.
I'd like to know as well.
Yes, same.
Round him up and take him all out. Now.
Yeah, not gonna happen there, buddy.
Unfortunately, it seems peace isn't an option anymore.
I don't think it ever was.
Get ready. Here they come.
Yeah, here we go. Here they come indeed. Okay, here comes our first battle for sure then. Okay. I'm wondering if there's going to be a Cafe LeBlanc here, is something I'm curious about. Like with the last one having a Cafe LeBlanc, I'm wondering if there will be one in this world too. That would be a very interesting thing to see. It would make sense. So let's see here. So prep menu, what are we doing? Or not prep menu. Win conditions. 5 turns. Okay. So far, it doesn't look hard. 3 enemies, seemingly. Okay. No one gets KO'd. Okay, seems easy enough. Let's definitely look at our squad first, just to figure out who we're dealing with. Okay, so Yusuke and Morgana are not want to be in this fight due to... Although, even though we left a kingdom and went to a new kingdom, it didn't count, which is interesting. But, let's see here. Let's go Haru in Erina this time, I think. Or actually, wait. Actually... Let's go Makoto in Erina. I like that one more, actually. We can work with that. Because then, we can use Makoto a little bit differently here. And we might be able to vortex everybody together. And then other than that, we should definitely swap our personas around. So we can continuously make money, since, let's be honest here, the one that we currently have for, the Sandman is pretty good to have, honestly. So let's make sure we have that, by all accounts. So there we go, swap that on. And I think we should be good to go. We have $17,000 though to start, which is crazy. And also, while we're here, let's definitely take a save as well. Since now we're actually out, or well, in a place where it would be good to have a save. So I think we're good. Let's start battle and see what happens. One guy's in the open, which is good to have.
Looks like we can take this enemy down fast.
Seemingly, for sure. Okay, so let's see here. What do we got dealing with?
Here I go.
Somebody can go up there. Let's see where she can go. Joker right now has a way of going up a ladder and still having extra movement, so probably better for Joker. This could be interesting. Okay. Let's think about it first.
All right.
What we can do about this, and then do that.
I'm ready.
So Makoto might like it more.
Alright.
Maybe. So maybe we should try and do something along that. But first off first is figuring out how we want to mess around with the enemies right now. Because right now it's more about... Ooh, actually, this could be interesting. No, I can't. Shoot. I thought that would maybe work. Okay, well, if I can do that, then let's pull you out. Because right now it's better
To do here.
if we can get them to be in this way. Okay, not too bad. I could probably pull you out of your hiding spot. What would be more damage, though, in the long run? Okay, that does like that. So it's about a small little sliver left if we do that. And that would be that way. I think it's fine if we do it this way. Let's go with that. Okay. Good. Oh, actually, that was supposed to be for Joker. Oops. And it's fine. Okay, so what I need to do is definitely blast you once. Not too bad. Get the extra movement. Swap on over. And also go for a triple threat, if possible. Doesn't look like we need it, though. We're above them as well, so it's not like that's much of a problem. This will also give us an extra thing, too. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. And then what I think I should do, actually, before we do anything else, let's give you a great partisan. I think this should give us an extra movement, no matter what, because it is a follow-up, so... Oh no, she has to have the movement. Oops, okay, I messed up there. It's fine, though. Just gotta make sure we do this right, in a way that it doesn't affect us too heavily. Everyone's in a resistant area, so as long as we're above them, it's fine. Let's just give this guy a triple threat. I just need to remember that they need to have a movement left to do a follow-up first, before doing something like that. Which is my problem there.
You have no honor.
Okay, he's running. Resistant, thankfully. He's running as well. Okay, not too bad. Could have actually maybe went for that guy too. That probably also could have worked. It's not a major, like, you know, we mess up because of that, so we can work with what we just did. Okay. Now it's all about figuring out how to move everybody right now. Don't think it's really gonna matter right now for current positioning wise. But we do a little bit of damage to you while he tries to run away, which is never a bad thing. We also have ambush too, which could work, honestly. We haven't really used it. Enter an area and stops the action at any non-unique enemies. It does take over this whole spot, although I don't know if we can hit people from above like that. It would be good to know, just in case, though. What we could do, actually... Yeah, there actually might be something we could do. You, Makoto. I'm gonna have you give Tsukukaja onto Erina.
What to do here?
That'll give us some extra movement. Just enough to get up here, which is good. And we can kind of get into this spot. Or do something else. Gotta think of how I want to do that first, I think. If I were to stand, like, right over here, would I technically be able to get a follow-up from this? No, he would go back to where he was. Okay. Well, good to know. Ooh, actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I might be able to still do something here. Push you over here, actually. Steal your spot. You now count in that spot. You're still resistant to it, but, okay. Well, it was worth a check there. I was still gonna go for this guy anyways, so let's just blast him and make sure he's gone. Not bad. This guy doesn't have a hiding spot anymore. Kind of. Still hit us. Not too bad, not too bad. If I were to hit... I'm curious about something. If I were below the enemy, would I still be able to get a follow-up attack? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so it has to be directly to another ally that's still able to move. Got it. Okay. It's good to know about that, because we haven't had many chances to really test it, so now we know for sure on that. Let's get rid of you. And all enemies are gone in 3 turns.
More enemies. Just
Oh.
stay calm.
Wait a minute. Wait, now I'm confused. Wait, does that affect, Wait a minute. Okay, so now it's clear within 5 turns, so it did change it. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think we really... because it said 3 turns before, didn't it? So that's interesting. Okay. So... okay, so we didn't get completely, messed up because of that. I thought we did for a second, though. Of course, this guy's right behind a spot where we can't push him over, unfortunately. But maybe we can use this to our advantage. I don't like that the Ravenger's like directly on top of us, though. But, I guess we'll have to figure something out for that. Let's pull you, I think. And see what we can do with that.
Here I go.
Okay, vortex you. Not in an area to be able to move him multiple times, though. So let's just give you a blast for now. Not too bad. Honestly, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to set up an ambush instead this turn and try it out.
Alright, now let's hope the prey falls into your trap.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this.
And there's our ambush.
Erina's attack hit.
Not bad.
Keep pushing up.
Stopped his turn too.
Take this.
That's not bad. It pulls them out of their safety areas. Ow.
Not good.
Ouchie. Okay, so actually, before we forget, Roaring Drummer, what about you? Magistrates. So these guys are called magistrates now. And then the Deadeye Officer. I just realized something. With it being called Deadeye, now it makes me think this is also like kind of westerny as well, which is interesting. Huh. Okay, so now that we got that situated, can't really hit you and go for another person, so not really sure what to do about that, per se. But we'll figure it out. Okay, Joker. Ooh, actually, Joker has a free one, actually. We can go for a Phantom Judge on you and go from there. So it's not too bad. Or what I can also do... no, this guy's going to go down no matter what we do. So it doesn't really matter. So let's do it like this. So Phantom Judge for you. And let's get that situated. Probably should have did it from further behind him. But maybe this will work. No matter what we do. Of course you're like right on top of there. That's real nice of you. Okay, maybe I can still like at least get this guy. That's all we really need is to just be able to get him in the circle. Or triangle, I mean. Okay, not too bad. Are we able to knock this? Oh wait, we gotta get him for you. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So, Joker, you just do your triple threat here, bud. It doesn't really matter. And then we can go from there on what we need to do next. Okay, that guy's gone. Oh, actually, he's still up, actually, surprisingly. Okay. It's fine, though. I could do a melee on you. Swap places with you. Get another one of those down. So we could still get him this turn. Anyway, I could possibly... no, I can't get that guy in there. It was worth a shot, though. Second triple attack. Probably could have got them all in a double one there in the last turn because of that. I was overthinking it. And then one gun attack for you, and enemies are gone, seemingly. But 4 turns, not bad. For a thing that we thought was going to only be 3 turns, we did pretty decent. We got 5,000 for that, too. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. We got an Orthus and a Facade. Oh. Hisaka is from here. Okay, cool. Not too bad, I think. Stage cleared. And hopefully, we'll find our hideout here soon, too. Or whatever hideout we're going to be using, because, I do want to, eventually fix something.
There they are! Go join the others!
Because we have, personas in our party right now that we haven't got to, merge up yet in the Velvet Room, and I don't want to do it in video because I don't want to waste your guys' time by doing that every single episode. I don't mind doing it every now and then, but I don't want to have to do it just because that would, you know, take up too much time trying to figure out what we really want to get. I didn't do it in previous series. I did like the first one, that's about it. So I'm trying not to go into the Velvet Room as much as I, or in video at least. Out of video, I definitely do it. But, hello there, Legionnaire.
There's too many of them.
There's quite a lot of them.
How are there so many? They arrived way too quickly.
Well, we haven't taken any flags down in this area yet, so yeah, that would make sense why we haven't been able to really deal with these guys yet.
At this rate, we'll never stop fighting.
Probably, yeah.
Everyone, this way.
This way.
Huh?
Okay, we'll follow you.
You must retreat for now. Please, follow me.
Okay, we'll follow you then.
Seize them, or they'll be hell to pay!
More reinforcements. Don't you think we should follow her lead?
Probably for the best right now. Alright, please show us the way. We still got this. Oh yeah, please show us the way.
Take care that we're not separated. This way. Follow me.
Okay, we'll follow you, Miss Kimono Lady. On to wherever we need to go next.
We made it. We'll be safe here.
It does look like LeBlanc, but more feudal LeBlanc than anything. Huh.
Whew. We managed to lose them.
So Cafe LeBlanc is going to exist in every single kingdom we go to then. For sure then. Also, the eyes are different, in the sky, apparently. Because they looked more like, they were, like, specifically, like, looking directly at us, but they're actually looking towards a very specific spot, based on the angling right now. Like, more in that central area we were at, which is interesting. Huh.
Wait. Isn't this...
Yep, definitely LeBlanc, buddy.
We're back in LeBlanc?
Yep. Which, is interesting to have again.
Who would have thought it'd be here, too?
Well, it's good that it's here, honestly. At least we have a very familiar area here.
Oh, are you acquainted with this place?
Yep. I'm curious what, Erina's gonna think about this.
Technically we are, but...
Yeah, it's a little different.
Finally caught up. Oh, that sprinting. Gave me side cramps.
You really need to, like, get out more, buddy. I'm gonna be honest.
Is something wrong?
You take a look, buddy.
Wait, it's this place again?
Yep.
The part where we're shocked is already over, Pops.
Yeah, sorry there, buddy.
I wonder, could our cognition have something to do with this?
Possibly? Maybe. I'm not really sure.
That's all I can think of. But it still doesn't explain what it's doing here.
Well, from what Joker was told, there's a being that pulled us here. Like, it's straight up Lavenza told us that there another, like, big being of sorts pulled us here, or a powerful being at least. So, maybe it's aiding us? Or it needed our help? Because that's the only reason why I can think that it would give us LeBlancs if it was helping us. It's weird, but it's nice of it, honestly. Although, what is it exactly wanting us to do is the real question, if it is indeed helping us. It is a very good question to ask.
Hey, is your brain fried again?
No, I think he's more worried about the implications of everything.
No, I'm alright. Well, I'm certainly baffled,
But what, buddy?
there's something vaguely familiar about this coffee shop. Perhaps even nostalgic.
Oh, did you used to go to Cafe LeBlanc?
No, my mind must be playing tricks on me. Please, forget it.
I don't remember seeing you there. Oh, wait, could he have been a character? It's possible he actually showed up in Persona 5. Like, not as like someone we like see normally, but more of like a character in the background while we're in the shop. That's a good question. I don't remember. I know there's people that show up like every single day in that shop. So it's very possible. That's crazy if that's the case.
Feel free to come inside.
Okay, let's head inside then.
Allow me to show you around. This way, please.
Okay, we'll follow you. Are you gonna be like Erina, where you're gonna be a playable character?
The inside's just like LeBlanc too.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay, well, at least we got a safe zone, at least.
First, allow me to thank you all for saving me.
No problem. Who exactly are you, though?
My name is Yuki. I am the proprietress of this tea house.
Tea house? So it's not a coffee shop anymore. Or at least in this area. Okay. Yuki. No last name, though. The proprietress of a tea house in Yoshiki's kingdom that closely resembles LeBlanc. Like Erina, she is one of the few residents who appear to be human, in spite of her own struggles against Yoshiki's rule. She offers her tea house as a refuge for wanted citizens and rescues the Phantom Thieves before knowing who they are. Interesting. Anything else we should know about here? Doesn't look like there's anything we haven't read. I want to double check though. Looks like we'll get a couple more people here soon in that one. Places seems to be done for this kingdom. And then also the memo for the other as well is here. Probably... Actually, no, it can't be anything to do with them. One's definitely going to be something about Yoshiki, though. Probably. But okay, then. Thank you for letting us stay here, then, based on the memo.
Forgive me if this is rude, but you don't seem to be from around here.
Well, yeah, obviously. We changed before your eyes, if that says anything.
Oh, and your manner of dress appears to have changed as well.
Oh, you didn't notice that until now?
Oh, right. I guess we should tell you about ourselves.
Probably a good idea.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, if she's gonna let us have any reason to be here, it would probably be a good idea.
To start off.
Okay, looks like we're gonna catch her up.
So, in other words...
Yep, we're not from here.
You come from a far-off land where you engage in phantom thievery.
Sure.
And now you're looking for a way to return home.
Yeah, about that pretty much sums it up. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds almost about right, yeah.
Well, I should add that I'm a bit of an exception.
Yeah, he's definitely an exception.
Is something wrong?
Seemingly.
No, I just feel as though I've seen your face somewhere before.
Really? That's weird.
I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I'm supposedly a wanted criminal.
Apparently around here, at least.
Perhaps you recognize me from the posters throughout town?
Maybe.
Oh, yes, that must be it. I never thought I'd see you in person.
Huh. Okay, then.
In that case, you never know where Yoshiki's eyes may be.
Above us. There's a bunch of them in the sky.
So for now, please take this.
What are you giving them?
Oh, it must be a disguise, right? It should be useful.
Is it actually a disguise? Huh. Interesting.
It really suits you.
It's not really a disguise, but, thanks, I guess.
He's right. Looks good on you, Pops.
Huh. Interesting disguise. Doesn't really hide them at all, but maybe it'll work. You never know.
Yep, totally suits you. They'll never figure out who you are now.
Yeah, totally. Just walk outside like a normal person and they probably will never figure it out. Well, knowing how the Legionnaires in the previous area were, they were pretty stupid, so it's possible it'll work. You never know.
This is ridiculous. Half of my face is still showing.
Which is true.
In fact, I look even more like a common thief now. A disguise is supposed to...
Hide your face, yeah?
Let's get back on topic.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So, Yuki-san, we've got a question for you. Who is this Yoshiki guy?
Yeah, who exactly are we dealing with here?
Yoshiki is the general who leads... No, who controls this country.
Okay, so another tyrant.
His conduct may very well make him a dictator.
Okay. Noticing he has his hands in the shape of a heart. Like that. Which is interesting. If I can even bend my hand that way. But yeah, he's doing a heart for some reason. Obviously, the citizens are crying under his influence. Then you got the eyes in the sky. Interesting imagery here. Okay. Noting everything we're seeing here.
Anyone who even slightly defies Yoshiki will be captured by his eyes.
Specifically captured by his eyes. What do you mean by that?
You've said it before, but what eyes?
Well, the ones in the sky. I'm surprised you didn't see them.
They're likely surveillance cameras. I saw them in the town when we ran away.
Okay, at least Makoto saw them.
That is correct. He says he uses them for people's safety, but it's only an excuse for his surveillance.
Huh.
So if Lord Yoshiki isn't happy with someone, he'll have them arrested with no questions asked, huh?
Apparently so.
Yes.
Okay then.
Could everyone gather around?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Lady Yuki?
Oh, a couple citizens in here.
Huh?
Hello, little buddies.
Is that... No, it's not one of the rebel corps. But there are similarities.
Yeah, just a little bit more samurai kind of themed with the robes and everything. And the little hats that they used to wear for, like, some of the samurais. When they weren't wearing, like, helmets or anything like that, they were kind of like those... I always forget what they're made out of. They're straw hats, I believe. But, interesting.
They are the citizens of this country who have become victims of Yoshiki's reign.
Yeah, we can see that one. Based on the image you showed, but... Okay.
Some of us were falsely accused of crimes, and some had their families taken away.
Which is why you're hiding here instead.
Ever since we lost our homes, Lady Yuki has kindly let us shelter here.
That's pretty nice of her.
However, it caught Yoshiki's attention, which is why his men interrogated me.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, I think I get the gist now.
Yeah, she's pretty much just their protector, pretty much.
More citizens being exploited by a tyrannical ruler. Just like the last world.
Yep, exactly like the last one. Just slightly different with a different coat of paints, but still a tyrannical ruler.
Last time, Marie ended up being your fiancé. Does Yoshiki ring any bells?
Yeah, anything about Yoshiki, buddy?
Sorry, but not at the moment.
Maybe need to see another one of those tapes that we saw, like in Marie's place then. So we need to get inside that palace, or, well, I think it would still be called a palace on the inner area, like it was with Marie's, maybe. But we need to get inside there in order to maybe get some more information. Or maybe Toshiro will remember something sooner than later. You never know.
Also, there's one other thing I'd like to ask.
What's that, Erina?
Yuki-san, how do the people in this world feel about Yoshiki?
Yeah, how do they feel exactly?
Despite how badly everyone is treated, the town still appears to be somewhat peaceful.
Yeah, it did seem that way.
Well, that's because...
Because what?
That's... Everyone, look outside!
Look outside. What's going on now? That was a weird sound, though. It sounded like a horn. Or like a battle horn.
Ho ho ho! I'm pleased to see you all quietly gathered here. Excellent! All citizens who are righteous and happy exemplify a beautiful state of perfect harmony. And thus, unhappy citizens are truly nothing but useless, no, injurious to this country. Now tell me, are you all happy?
Okay, so that's Yoshiki. Seemingly more robotic than I was thinking, with his movements. With how he kind of moved and then the hands came out of his back with the eyes. Interesting. Huh. Okay then. So that's who we're dealing with now. Interesting character, for sure.
Hey, what was that? Don't tell me that weird blowhard was...
Yeah, definitely Yoshiki.
That's Yoshiki. He's the general who rules this country.
Now we got a memo for him, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Lord Yoshiki, a general who lords over his land in the name of the purported love. He may look like a Buddha. Okay, I thought he looked like Buddha, but I wasn't entirely sure, because I was thinking it might have been like a different creature. But he rules the citizenry with outright violence and constant national surveillance. He claims his authoritarian rule is an act of love, but the blatant oppression of his subjects suggests anything but. Okay, so he's pretending to be a Buddha, while also being completely out of his mind with his subjects. Okay, good to know. Very good to know. Okay then, noted on everything.
It brings me such joy to see my citizens display their love for me.
Also, he's kind of creepy too.
Today, once again, peace reigns in my country as it should.
More like terror, but okay.
Yes, sir. Only possible because of your love, Lord Yoshiki.
Yeah, sure.
You're exactly right. Yes, this is real.
No it ain't.
Lord Yoshiki! What do you think you're doing? Can't you see Lord Yoshiki is speaking?
Yeah, totally, they love you for being... when you yell at them with, using your Legionnaires. We actually haven't seen him get angry yet, have we?
Oh, it's quite alright. Go on and speak.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Well, some time ago, my family had the honor of being selected to join your labor of love.
Huh. Labor of love, you say?
But many moons have passed and they still haven't returned.
Huh. Interesting.
Hey! What's your mouth? Are you objecting to Lord Yoshiki's methods?
No, he's just asking when they're gonna come back, seemingly.
Of course not. I would never. I miss my family.
Fair enough.
Well, this simply won't do. All citizens of my country are my family.
Did his eyes just change? I think they did, actually.
In other words, your family is my family, and I will not let you endure such sorrow.
So, they can come home?
Maybe.
Oh, I know. How about this?
Okay, his eyes were always like that. It's just that he opened them up wider so he could see what they look like. So his eyes are like the eyes that are on his hands as well as the surveillance cameras. So they're connected to him 100%, specifically him. So if we ever get caught, he'll see us specifically, and not the Legionnaires or somewhere else. Okay.
You may also participate in the labor of love.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
That way, you and your family can be together again. Isn't that nice?
Seemingly.
let me see my family again?
Maybe.
Why, of course. I'll make the arrangements immediately.
Huh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't know if this is a good thing, buddy.
Lord Yoshiki, always so compassionate.
So some citizens seem to actually like him.
His love really is endless.
That one doesn't look as happy, though.
Now listen carefully. Remember that my love will always watch over you. Yes, to see is to love. And these eyes of love see all.
Yeah, sure. He's creepy. He's definitely creepy. Okay, then. Strange. But it looked like some of the citizens do like him.
As you can see, this is the current situation in our country.
I'm not entirely sure how I can think of what just happened there. He's definitely, like, you know, sinister. It's definitely for sure there, but it didn't, you know, look like a completely bad situation. Like, obviously it's bad from what we know about these games, but it's like, he's definitely hiding his personality in front of the citizens, for sure. So we need to see the real version of him in some way. And I think that's by getting closer to him in some way, shape, or form.
On the surface, Yoshiki serves as a well-meaning ruler.
Seemingly, yeah.
That surface seems to be paper thin as is.
For sure.
Yes. It is all merely a false pretense Yoshiki uses to serve his own ends.
Yeah. I'm wondering what this labor of love is, though.
He claims the cameras are for safety, and that he takes people away to protect them.
Yeah, sure.
However, he only wants to be rid of any potential dissent that threatens his power.
Oh, so you're saying that, the other people are already gone, so basically what he's doing is he's going to, off the guy once he goes inside of his, palace, basically. Poor dude. Or maybe not, you never know. Maybe there is somewhere they go. But, huh.
He mentioned something about a labor of love, but that's gotta be...
Doom.
It is exactly as you fear. Though he calls it love, people are actually taken to a forced labor camp.
Oh. Okay, so they are alive. It's just, huh.
Once he takes them, most never return.
Interesting.
How do you know so much, Yuki-san?
Maybe because she's seen it personally?
It's because I myself had to flee from Yoshiki's castle.
Really?
After learning of Yoshiki's crooked ways, Miss Yuki took us with her and escaped.
Okay, so she used to be part of the castle, so she has ties to Yoshiki in some way. That she hasn't told us yet. Okay then, good to know.
Yet, I was only able to bring a few people with me. The rest are still
inside the camp. Okay.
Hey, but if you know the crap he's been doing, why don't you tell everybody?
Well, it would cause disaster and panic, and then, everyone's getting thrown inside the camp. Probably not a good idea.
Well, you see...
Or she might have a different reason.
Even if you spread the truth, the people think so highly of his love that they wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, and it's basically how Yusuke's chapter worked, where everyone loved his master, well, and then his master ended up being a total, joke, and just copied everyone's work and everything, so, yeah. Yeah, that definitely, didn't end up going good for anybody.
You're exactly right.
Yep.
There's no point trying to convince them with words. They need to witness it with their own eyes.
Which is true.
That's why all I can do for now is hide these citizens here.
Huh.
Oh man. This is even more troublesome than Marie's kingdom.
It's a little less, troublesome, honestly. At least Marie's kingdom, everyone, like, at least, well, in this kingdom, everyone has their own minds and is not controlled and forced to do things. Yes, they're being forced to do things while their minds aren't, like, you know, being mind controlled, but at least, like, they have themselves pretty much. So it's a little less worse, but there's still some bad things about it, for sure.
He kept going on about love, but he's nothing more than a con man, huh?
Yeah, seemingly.
Don't forget about the slavery, too!
True, that too. Erina's pretty upset with the situation here, for sure.
He's a dictator who exploits his people. I'll never forgive him. Right?
That's probably what she's thinking.
That obvious?
Yep.
Let's just say you tend to act before you think when it comes to injustice.
Which is, definitely true.
I'm worried you'll charge into action all on your own.
Nah, she'll wait for us, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, I wouldn't do anything that stupid, you know.
Well, we did have you at one point do something where you charged in, but she learned her lesson from there.
We just got here and I still haven't witnessed everything firsthand.
Which is also true.
But if it's as Yuki says and these injustices are being committed,
we definitely need to do something if that is the case.
No, we can't lose sight of our purpose.
True.
The goal of the Phantom Thieves is still to return to your original world, correct?
We're not gonna leave these people like we, we're not gonna leave them in this way. There's no reason to do so.
So in that case, I'm here to help you make that happen.
Well, thank you, but I think we're definitely gonna focus on the kingdom first before going any further.
We appreciate it. But you can't exactly say Yoshiki is entirely unrelated to our goal, right?
Which is true. They said Toshiro's name, so there's a reason for us to be here for a longer period anyways.
What do you mean?
It didn't bring us home, but the door we used to get here was in Marie's castle.
Which is true.
Basically, because she was the ruler of that kingdom, the door was in her place.
Yep, exactly.
So if we followed that logic, it wouldn't be strange if there was also a door in Yoshiki's place.
Yep, that would make a lot of sense.
That's true. We don't have any leads, so it might be worth investigating.
Honestly, yeah, true.
Furthermore, there's a good chance that Yoshiki is already watching us.
I don't think he can see us in here. I think we're safe for the most parts inside here. As long as we're inside of the LeBlanc, I don't think he'll be able to do anything. But he definitely knows we're in this world, though, for sure.
Because of the cameras, the chances of resolving this peacefully are near non-existent.
Which is true.
Well, they weren't swayed by my peace talk.
So it comes to this again.
Yep, fighting and more fighting in order to hopefully bring an end to another tyrants and to topple another kingdom.
Basically, we're saying that picking a bone with Yoshiki suits us just fine.
Honestly, yeah, exactly.
You guys. Yes, I agree. Bring it on, Yoshiki.
Yeah, bring it on, Yoshiki, indeed.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. We'll only fight if we absolutely can't avoid it. And
we're gonna be fighting him. Don't even bother, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
What was that half-hearted response?
you're too easy to read.
Well, it's because she's definitely gonna fight him.
Excuse me. May I have a moment?
Yeah, of course, Yuki.
Do you all intend to fight Yoshiki and the Aizen squad?
The Aizen squad?
Aizen squad?
What's an Aizen squad?
They work for Yoshiki, and they're responsible for keeping the public order.
Huh.
However, all they do is control people through surveillance and violence.
Okay.
Which means the fight we just had was with...
Probably the Aizen squad?
Yes. They were members of the Aizen squad.
Okay, so these guys aren't called Legionnaires here, they're the Aizen squad instead.
As you have seen, they'll rush in if they sense anything amiss in town.
Makes sense.
This may be a bit difficult. If we move recklessly, we'll cause a commotion like we did earlier.
Seemingly, for sure.
We'll have to do something about those cameras first. Any ideas, Futaba?
Can we hack them?
Well, if there are cameras throughout the entire town, it's unlikely there's only one surveillance site.
Yeah, seemingly.
They would need to have several places around town where they can monitor the footage from the cameras.
Which is true. I was thinking they were all connected to him specifically due to them all being, like, you know, based on his eye, but I guess they could just build cameras that look like his eyes, too. Okay.
If I can hack into the system from there, I might be able to blow up the entire network.
Which would do us a lot of good, honestly, getting rid of his view on everything, because we really can't do much with those cameras everywhere, because they'd see everything we do.
Network system in Bakumatsu era Japan?
Nope, I won't think about it.
He's gonna go crazy if he thinks about it anymore.
Yuki-san, do you know where these surveillance sites might be?
I would doubt it.
I think so. The Eisen Squad has several bases located inside the town.
So if they have a base, it might be there, basically. Okay.
So if we're going to make a move, we need to target there first.
Yeah, it would be the best idea.
Please wait. Do you really intend to fight the Eisen Squad?
We just did. Just a second ago. But, yeah.
We're prepared to if we must. Oh, but we won't involve you or the citizens.
Yeah, you guys don't have to join if you don't want to.
Yusuke, maybe they could.
They could what?
Yes, you're right. From what I've seen, it would appear you're all quite skilled in combat.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Because of that, I would like to ask you all for a favor.
Favor, you say?
There are rumors of another labor camp at the Eisen Squad base, much like the one at the castle.
Really?
If the rumors are true, I'd like you to free the people imprisoned there.
And then obviously bring them back here, I would think.
There's even a chance my family might be there.
Yeah, that would be a good thing. If we could find your buddy, your family, or even your buddy's buddy.
Please, could you lend us your strength?
Well, yeah. I don't see why not.
So that's how it is. What do you say?
What do I say? Obviously. Of course, bud. It's our only option. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's help them.
I knew you'd say that.
There's no point in saying we're not going to help them. It's literally, it aligns with our goals, obviously, as Phantom Thieves, to help the weak and defenseless. And two, it's going to help us, you know, escape this place if we try and help the civilians here anyways. So, yeah, there's no point in saying no to them.
I agree. In addition, we still owe Yuki for saving us.
Which is also true.
I'm on board too. Let's bust them all out of there in one go.
Or at least in whatever way we can, at least.
Wait, really? Thank you very much.
No problem, little buddy.
I'd like to offer my thanks as well. Of course, I will also do my best to assist you.
Not exactly sure how you're going to be able to help us, but, yeah, if you want to help us, you can.
Although you are all very skilled, the Eisen Squad has far too many members. It would be unwise to fight them head-on.
Which is true, but, we can deal with them.
Then you have a plan?
Maybe.
Yes, though it will require a bit of traveling.
Bit of traveling, you say?
Once your preparations are finished, I can show you the way.
Okay, well, thank you, Yuki.
Looks like we're gonna leave the hideout.
Yeah, seemingly.
Well, let's make sure we're prepared for anything.
Yeah, just in case. Okay. So at least we're in the hideout now. Oh, we got a lot of things to do. Oh, looks like Morgana's got something to say that doesn't require them to be voiced. Okay.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting dizzy from this constant turn of events. Seeing as we probably can't avoid combat moving forward, we'll want to get our forces in order.
Oh, getting a call probably from Lavenza.
Hey, isn't that... hello.
Thank you for your efforts.
This is Lavenza calling. I'm relieved we still have reception here. Now it does seem I shall be able to continue aiding you.
May I have a moment?
But there is something I wish to tell you first. Please come to the Velvet Room. There will be a portal you can look for on your end once again. As before, you'll be able to come and go freely through it. Well then, I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, well that confirms we can see the Velvet Room here. But I didn't think that was not going to follow us, honestly. That was definitely going to follow us, but it's good to have confirmation.
A summons from Miss Lavenza.
I'm counting on you.
Does she need something from you? In that case, why don't you go pay her a visit?
It would be a good idea, just in case. Okay, back we go. So Velvet Room with Lavenza. It's gotta be important if she's calling us. Exactly what she's calling us for is a good question. Okay. Well, straight to the Velvet Room, honestly. Still have time for it, so let's get this, figured out and see what we can do from there. And go from there, honestly. Okay. Oh, we're in the Velvet Room.
Greetings.
I've been waiting for you, Trickster. With your latest life or death battle behind you, it would seem you have stepped into new territory. The place you find yourselves is now a new metaverse linked to Marie's kingdom.
What you're saying is...
It is a second kingdom, so to speak.
How many kingdoms are there, or do you have any other information? How many kingdoms are there? Oh, that was, I do not, okay. Oof. That was completely unintentional. But we are still good.
Unfortunately, I do not know. To my knowledge, this situation is beyond even my master's purview.
I deeply apologize.
It's okay, Lavenza.
I'm sorry. I cannot be of more help, but there is one more thing I can say. Any escape from this predicament will depend entirely on the strength of your wills.
Okay. Don't have much of a choice, I know. Yeah, I definitely know that now.
I was preaching to the choir, wasn't I? Your readiness is one of your many boons.
Thank you, Lavenza.
But be careful. You will undoubtedly cross paths with other, fiercer adversaries yet. Needless to say, I will be there, here to support you as best as I can.
I did it!
Well, that's good to hear. Obviously, we knew you were going to do that, but thank you.
The reason I have called you here to is inform you of a new secret fusion rite I just finished preparing.
Oh, is it going to be where I can fuse more than two of them? Because we did have that in other games, so I would think that might be the case.
It can be used to strengthen the power of your personas even further.
Really? Okay, yep, 3 or more. Okay. Kinda saw that coming. It would make no sense not to have that with how the other games are.
You can now fuse 3 or more personas as materials. All personas fused by this rite will be powerful.
What shall you do?
Please use it to your advantage, so as to be prepared for the fearsome foes that lie in your ways.
Okay. Do I get more than 2 abilities if I do it that way? Fusing 3 or more personas together at once will allow you to create special, extremely powerful personas. To perform this type of fusion, we'll need all personas specified for each. Okay, Lavenza, you said that already. For each result, any required personas that will be registered to your pendium are not currently in your inventory can be used in the fusion for a standard withdrawal fee. Okay. Please don't say that again. Lavenza. Okay.
Now then,
she was like constantly saying the same thing. She's did that before. Okay. Ooh. 73. Hello. Okay. So, Ananta, White Rider, all the riders makes Trumpeteer, obviously. Okay, we can get Floros, apparently. Or Flauros. Oh, it's you. Okay. What's connected to this one? Bareth, Orbos, Eligor. I don't have a bunch of abilities on those ones. Orbis does. But Eligor and the other one has nothing. Okay. It looks like I still only get 1 skill. I get a bunch of HP though. But let's see here. Mighty Cleave. Melee attacks also hit units 1 square to the left or right of a target. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Okay, then. So I can get rid of, Eligor for that, basically. Increases attack when targeting 2 or more enemy units simultaneously. Wait, wouldn't that mix perfectly well with that? It might. They both have mighty in it. Okay, yeah, let's do that. 2,000, that's fine. Or 3,000, I'll do it. Then throw Mighty Warrior in there. That sounds exactly like a good thing to do. And we get a bunch of melee damage from it too. It's 36 extra. I like that. Yeah, let's go with it.
Please, wait just a moment.
Okay. And obviously, now we have that. Since we haven't seen a multi-fusion yet, let's see if it's different, just in case. It is different, seemingly. I'm curious on how good that ability is going to be combined together, though. I wish we could get more than 2 abilities, though, on some personas. But maybe it's not completely necessary. But there we go. Flauros is now ours. Okay, cool. It's got Forget, apparently, too. Not bad. Pretty cool abilities. So now we have that. And honestly, we'll definitely take it. And then obviously, we're good here, so let's definitely head on out.
It is time for you to leave. I must say, the state I found this room in had me quite startled at first, but I have since become quite accustomed to its workings.
Well, that's good to hear.
In fact, tinkering with this, and that is most enjoyable.
Well, that's good to hear. You're having fun.
Eventually, I should be able to show you a new ritual, exclusive to this place.
Really? Okay, cool.
No doubt this will take some time, but I will give you notice when it is ready.
Greetings.
Okay, thank you, Lavenza.
Until then, may you have good fortune in battle, and please feel free to come by any time.
Okay, we definitely will. Thank you, Lavenza.
Well then, have a
Off we go
pleasant
then. Interesting, though. Interesting. Some of the stuff we just got access to. We'll definitely take what we can get and use it to our advantage. But, one thing I'm curious about. No quests. Okay. Anything new in the shop? That would be a good thing to check real quick. Okay, everyone's got a new weapon.
You're well prepared.
Ooh, 6,000? Jeez, okay. I use Joker a lot, so Joker should be, like, first and foremost we focus on this. So 35 damage, or we can go for 10. It's a Mafia gun. That's funny. I'm gonna definitely say just keep going up in the damage, probably. But cool, though. Not gonna buy it right now, just because there's no need to. But interesting, though, nonetheless. But with that being said, that is where we're going to be ending off today's episode. It's been a blasting out, you guys, like always. It's been very fun playing this series, and like every single episode has been a blast just to like sit down, play the game, have fun, and, you know, continue our story and learn more and more about the Phantom Thieves, because this is our 3rd venture with the Phantom Thieves, and it's been a blast since the start. So it's very fun to be able to, you know, do these games and continue their story. Although I wish Persona 4 and 3 also got the same treatment. I really liked Persona 5's characters, so it's good to continue their story. And the thing is apparently Persona 6 is being worked on, so that could come anytime now, honestly. Who knows when, but I'll definitely say I'm looking forward to it. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. It's been a blasting out, you guys, like always. And with that being said, keep being spooky, and peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.